Today's hadith is 3 words. 3 words. Al-mu'min mir'at al-mu'min. In another narration, Al-mu'min mir'atu akhi. The believer is the mirror of his fellow believer. Done. When Rasulullah ﷺ used the word mirror, I cannot replace it with a photo, x-ray, anything else. Mirror means mirror. Why mirror? Lend me your ears and your heart, and I beg Allah Azza wa Jal to make these words from my heart to yours. Why mirror? First, characteristic of the mirror. The mirror tells the truth. If I stand with this white thawb in front of the mirror and I have a stain on the thawb, the mirror will tell me, you have a stain. You have a stain on your thawb. Similarly, the believer, when he sees his brother or his sister doing something wrong, he has to say something. He must say something. This is wrong. My brother, my sister, I learned the 3-word hadith. The believer is the mirror of his fellow believer. You are my mirror, and I'm seeing something wrong. I have to notify you. I have to advise you. I see my sister posting her picture without hijab on Instagram. Many of the brothers, they put a heart, they put like, and they're supporting something like that. No, I am a believer. I will privately message the brother, message the sister. This is wrong, my sister, because I cannot do this publicly. An-nasiha fil mala' fadiha. Giving an advice in public is a scandal, is disgrace. You're not sincere. So I privately message the person and I tell him, this is not right. I love you for the sake of Allah. And which brings us to the second characteristic, which is how you are giving that message to that person who's in error. How are you giving it? Which is the second characteristics of the mirror. The mirror is very gentle. One pebble shatters the mirror. So when you are giving the advice to that brother or to that sister, you have to make sure you say it gently, kindly, wisely. Show that you are really concerned. Do not feel like I am better than you. Don't ever advise someone with the mode that I am better than you. And depending on the words that you use, depending on the approach that you use, the outcome will be either successful or not. If you are at the receiving end, do not be upset if someone gave you an advice. Rasulullah ﷺ summarized the deen again in a 2-word hadith. Ad-deen an-nasiha. Deen, our religion, is advice. So if somebody gave you an advice, do not be upset. He is seeing something that you are not seeing. And he wants to apply this hadith we're learning today with you. So do not be upset. Many people, when someone advises them, what do? Yalla, block. They cannot take constructive criticism. Subhanallah. Listen to what Umar radiallahu anh, a man that understood and applied this deen. He said, Rahimallahu mri'in ahda ilayya uyubi. He made a dua of rahmah. He said, may Allah have mercy on the person who, look at the word he used, gifted me. May Allah have mercy on the person who gifted me my faults, who gifted me my shortcomings. So no one is perfect. Anybody is advising you and you felt that he's doing it sincerely, take that advice and thank them. And do not worry what people will say. Because many people do not give the advice, what if they stop talking to me? What if this? What if this? No. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. You're not a true believer until you love to your brother, you love to your sister what you love to yourself. And from that foundation, From there, that's why you're giving that advice. Ya akhi, I love you for the sake of Allah. Rasulullah said, I'm not a true believer if I don't give you a proper advice. I love to see you improve. I love to see less mistakes. I'm advising you, and I would beg you to do the same to me. Third characteristic of the mirror, if I clean 10% of the stain, the mirror will tell me, you cleaned 10%, keep going. If my brother is addicted to alcohol, he used to drink every single day. Now, after my advice, he's drinking now once a week. He used to smoke 1 packet a day. Now he's down to 10 cigarettes. Habibi, Allahu Akbar, keep going. You're doing great. This is what the true believer does with his fellow Muslim. Keep going. He does not come to him, you're still smoking? After how many times I spoke to you? You're still drinking? No. He's trying. Do not be that shaitan. Encourage him. Just like the mirror. When you stand in the mirror, oh wow, it's getting better. The stain is almost gone. Keep going. Keep going. Fourth, the mirror does not exaggerate the size of the stain. If you have a small stain, the mirror is not going to show you a huge stain. Similarly, if my brother, my sister committed a minor sin, I don't go and tell them, ya kafir, what's wrong with you? You left Islam. And at the same time, if they committed a major sin, I do not belittle it. I give it its proper size, its proper attention. This is what the mirror does. Number 5, the mirror does not only show the stain, it shows the rest of the thawb, how clean it is. You have a stain, but the rest of the thawb is amazing, it's spotless. Many people concentrate on the stain, and especially the husband and wife. His wife does everything immaculate, amazing. She has one problem, that's all he focuses on. He forgets she's a hijabi, she prays 5 times a day, she's doing an amazing job raising the children. Her cooking is not good. And also the same, the sister, husband, 23, 25, 30 years of good. He makes one mistake. She brings up stuff from 1982. And she, with details, with complete details, by the hour, by the second, and everything. And she forgot that this guy has been great for 20 years. He messed up once, ya akhti. Exaggerate the positive. The stain, this is what the mirror does. The stain is there. But look at this, the rest of the stuff is all clean. Help me. 6, very important. When I clean the stain, the mirror does not remind me, you used to have a stain. When I clean the stain, the mirror does not remind me, last time you were here, you had a stain. And this happens a lot when one of our brothers, one of our sisters repented. They stopped all the haram. And they came back to Allah strong. And all of a sudden, they improved so much that they are now making da'wah to Allah. They're asking people to join them. And then this, mashallah, smart, wise guy, he comes and says, you forgot where you were? You forgot who you are? Now you're telling us what to do? Does the mirror do that, ya akhi? Have you ever stood in front of a mirror and it told you, 6 years ago, you had a stain? Never. Don't ever remind your brother, your sister, after they have repented and they have improved, don't remind them of their past. قال الله عز وجل بئس الاسم الفسوق بعد الإيمان. This ayah, many of our scholars used it when one of the countries, many of the singers and the belly dancers and the actors repented, and they started putting the hijab and they improved. So they told the people, be careful. Don't go and tell her, oh, you forgot that you used to dance. Now you're telling us what to do. Now you're telling us to put hijab. Subhanallah. That's not from the manners of the believer. Number 7, the mirror does not differentiate between black, white, rich, poor, Arab, Ajam. It gives you the proper image, no matter who you are. And this is one of the sicknesses that we have in our ummah, that we separate and differentiate because of color or because of status or because of wealth. And when we get rid of this mentality and this racism, then and only then we will be successful. The mirror gives the right image, and Allah already told us the formula. Akramakum indallah atqakum. The best of you, the most honored among you in the sight of Allah is the one with the most of taqwa. Not the Arabi, not the non-Arabi, not the rich, not the poor, not the black, not the white. The one with the most taqwa. This is what the mirror reflects. Number 8, which is probably the most important. The mirror does not store the image. The mirror does not save the image. I stood in front of the mirror and I had a stain and I left, and Hudayfa came and stood in front of the mirror. The mirror will never ever tell him, you should have seen Ustaz Bajur's thawb. Backbiting. Backbiting, the fakiha of our majalis, the amusement and the entertainment of our gatherings. We put a list of people and yallah, we start one by one talking about them. The mirror will never tell you what is the condition of the person who came before you. And similarly, the believing man, the believing woman, do not backbite one another. On the day of judgment, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us, I will be very excited. I'm walking, I'm about to enter Jannah, and I see a guy coming. Yes, Habibi, how can I help you? When I was in the dunya, because at that day, يَوْمَئِذٍ تُعْرَضُونَ لَا تَخْفَى مِنْكُمْ خَافِيَةٌ. On that day, everything will be presented and exposed. Nothing is hidden. When I was in the dunya, you spread rumors against me. You send an email to the community with a fake name. You started saying things that ruined my reputation. I need 5,000 hasana. Because the currency on that day is not dollar or dinar. The currency is that day is hasanat and sayyiat, good deeds and bad deeds. Ya akhi, 5,000 hasana, I worked so hard. Look at this. On that day, my mother and your mother that you adore and you love so much, you cannot give her one hasana, but you will give the guy that you cannot stand thousands of hasanat because you were backbiting them in this dunya. So he takes this 5,000 hasana and you think you're done, and you look and you see a huge line of people doing the same thing because you are not quiet in this dunya. The solution for this is very easy. Another 3-word hadith. Man samata naja. Allahu Akbar. Whomsoever is quiet, he's saved. Think before you talk. Think before you speak. Is it good? Bismillah. If it's not, cease. Stop. Allah warned us. This backbiting is a major sin. And we belittle it. Before we leave the house, we stand in front of the mirror. Sister's fixing her hijab. The brother's making sure everything is clean, is pressed. If the mirror is dirty, it will reflect the wrong image. Who's your friend? If you have a friend that when you are doing something right, he takes your hand and assists you, and when you're doing something wrong, he advises you, bite on that friend. Hold on tight on that friend. He is reflecting the right image, because some friends reflect the wrong image. Keep going. You're looking and you're seeing that everything is clean, but because the mirror is dirty, it showed you that everything is okay, keep going. My brothers and sisters, this is briefly some of the characteristics of the mirror. Can you imagine? We study and understand every hadith in this manner. Wallahi, our life will completely change.